Yes.
Let us put ourselves in the presence of God. Lord, thank you for the bountiful blessings that we have received every day. And as we start this activity, please bless us and fill this room with your presence, guidance, and protection, so that we can attain our common goal for the benefit to all those whom we serve. This we pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is July 11, 2025. Welcome to the Beach of Awards Committee meeting of DPWH Regional Office 10 at Bulwa, Cagayan de Oro City. I am Musuliko Roa, Chief of the Quality Assurance and Hydrology Division, and currently the BAC Chairman. We will now request the Head of the BAC Secretariat for the declaration of quorum. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Majority of the BAC members are present, so we declare this afternoon's proceedings a quorum. Okay, thank you, Engineer Saidan. Considering that we have a quorum, I will now call this meeting to order. Our agenda for today is the pre-bid conference for one project for goods under contract ID number 24 GK00051. Purchase of service vehicle and heavy equipment for use in the reconstruction, improvement, rehabilitation, and project implementation of roads, bridges, and other infrastructure facilities and buildings, including waste management, environmental sanitation, and flood mitigation within the county, and newly constructed Bukidnon Port District Engineering Office. Would like also to acknowledge the presence of our prospective leaders who are attending this private conference. We have Mr. Eric Villanueva, Mr. Ted Avendaño, Mr. Matthew G. Kiku, Mr. Alkin Tabay, Mr. Francis Isla, Mr. Eric P. Talusi, Mr. Bayais Ubin from HTC, and Mr. Alvin Biton from Tesla Engineering. We will request the resource person from the Equipment Management Division to please start the presentation.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here to present about our pre-bid for the MD division with PR number X11-25-06-224 and contract name 24GK0051 for the purchase of service vehicle and heavy equipment for use in reconstruction, improvement, rehabilitation, and project implementation of roads, bridges, and other infrastructure facilities and buildings, including waste management, environment, sanitation, and flood mitigation within Region 10 and newly created Bukidnon Port District Engineering Office with an approved budget of 80,040,000 pesos. Here are the equipment types and the lot numbers for the following equipments. For lot 1, service vehicle for 4x4 pickup truck with a quantity of 1. For lot 2, hydraulic excavator wheel mounted with breaker line, cooper line, and outrigger with 1 quantity. For lot 3, front end loader with a minimum capacity of 1.7 cubic meters, 1 quantity of 1. Road grader for 135 HP minimum specs and 12 feet motorboard, 1 quantity. For lot 5, vacuum jet sewer, 2 quantities. Lot 6, state truck with manlift and boom crane, 2 tons minimum lifting capacity, 1 unit. Pure electric, lot 7, pure battery electric pickup 4x2 with quantity of 1, and lastly, lot 8, electric vehicle fast charging station with 1 quantity. For lot 1, here are the specific requirements. Pickup is 4x4, engine diesel fed, 4-cylinder turbocharged, direct injection or manufacturer standards. Piston displacement with 2,200 cc minimum but not to exceed to 3,000 cc. Transmission 6-speed manual transmission minimum standard. Fuel system common rail direct injection and rated power output of 148 HP minimum standard. Suspension front for the front suspension independent wishbone and coil spring with stabilizer or manufacturer standards. For the rear suspension, multi-link with stabilizer or lip spring with shock absorber or manufacturer standards. Clutch and steering system, hydraulic operated or manufacturer standard, and it is a power steering. For the wheels and tires, 265/65 R17 minimum standard or manufacturer standard. Brake system, for the front brakes, ventilated disc or manufacturer standard. For the rear brakes, drum or manufacturer standard. It is also equipped with brake booster or manufacturer standards. Electrical instrument and gauges. One 12-volt heavy-duty battery, headlamps, 2 pieces, fuel and water temperature gauge, speedometer and odometer, indicating lamps for parking brakes, headlight, high beam, turbo warning signal. Attachments and accessories, side mirror for left and right, inside rear view mirror, dual sun visor, mudguard front and rear, bumper front and rear. It is air conditioned system, audio system with tuner or players, and windshield wipers. Material quality. The material quality for the trucks and the chassis shall be not less than SAE J2340490XF, GIS 3134, SPF H540 or equivalent with yield strength with minimum of 469 MPa and tensile strength with a minimum of 569 MPa or manufacturer standard. Pick up bed and body double walled panel or manufacturer standard. Bed fitted with bed liner or manufacturer standard. Tools and manuals. 1-piece 2-ton hydraulic jack with handle, 1-piece tire wrench, 1-piece each of Phillips and flat screwdrivers, combination wrench, open box, 1-piece plier, 1-piece 10-inch adjustable wrench, hammer, ball pen, 1-piece toolbox, 1-piece fire extinguisher with holder, 1 copy of service, maintenance, and parts list manual. For the lot 2, hydraulic excavator wheel mounted with breaker line, cooper line, and outrigger. Bucket capacity, 0.5 cubic meters minimum standards, emission compliant, tier 3 minimum standards, engine make and model, rated power output of 80 horsepower minimum standards, diesel fed turbocharged or direct engine, number of cylinders 6 minimum standard. Working ranges, digging reach 7,600 millimeters minimum standards, digging depth 4,500 millimeters minimum standard, swing system, swing speed of 11 RPM minimum standards, backhoe or bucket attachments, boom length 4 meters minimum standard, short arm length 2.0 meters minimum standards, equipped with outrigger and dozer blade, lifting belt of 1 unit each for 12 tons and 8 tons. Capacity of 12 tons size is length times width times thickness of millimeters for minimum standards, 6,000 times 300 times 10, equipped with 1-inch 12-toner shackle eyeball. Capacity 8 tons size, length times width times thickness, minimum standards equals to 5,800 times 203 times 10, equipped with 3/4-inch 8-toner shackle eyeball type. All features or standard accessories or attachments not mentioned in the specific which are standard with the unit offered shall be supplied. Material quality of the under chassis boom, arm, and bucket shall not be less than Q345B ASTM A36 or equivalent with yield strength 346 MPa and tensile strength 512 MPa. Cab and interior, all-weather steel cab and safety glass window with air-conditioned radio and complete standard accessories and attachments. Supplied with 2 kilograms minimum content capacity fire extinguisher mounted inside the cab. The equipment shall be equipped with telematics. Tools, one-piece wrist gun with fitting, one-piece hammer ball pen, one-piece wrench adjustable 300 millimeters and 150 millimeters, one-piece plier mechanical, two-piece screwdriver flat, small and big, two-piece screwdriver fillet, small and big. Any other appropriate tools for the maintenance of the equipment which are not included in the list shall be provided. Inclusion of PM PMS for service vehicle 1,000 kilometers for 5,000 kilometers and 10,000 kilometers. LTO registration, 3 years, and PK insurance, 1 year in favor of DPWH. Supply and installation of DPWH logo and for official use only sticker. Delivery period for 150 calendars. For lot 3, 1.7 cubic meters. Rated power output 147 HP. Minimum standards. Bucket capacity 1.7 cubic meters. Minimum standards. Mission compliant Tier 3 minimum standards. Engine diesel fed turbocharged direct injection. Number of cylinders 6 minimum standards. Make and model. Tire size 17.5 times 10 12 PR. L2 to 12 PR L2. Material quality of the under chassis boom armlet bucket shall not be less than Q345B ASTM A36 or equivalent with yield strength minimum 346 MPa and tensile strength 512 MPa. Bucket control loader control mono-level joystick electric system completed with all standards light for working lights. Fitted with beacon warning light, working ranges, digging reach 7,600 millimeters minimum standard, digging depth 4,500 millimeters minimum standard. Cab attachments or accessories, all-weather steel cab with safety glass, dual entry, with air conditioning, radio, and complete standard accessories and attachment. All features or standard accessories or attachment not mentioned in the specific which are standard with the units offered shall be supplied. Supplied with 2 kilograms minimum content capacity with fire extinguisher mounted inside the cab. The equipment shall be equipped with telematics. Tools, one-piece wrist gun with fitting, one-piece hammer ball pen, one-piece wrench adjustable 300 millimeters and 150, one-piece plier mechanical, two-piece screwdriver flat, small and big, two-piece screwdriver fillet, small, big, and other appropriate tools for the maintenance of the equipment, which are not included, shall be listed with private. Lot 4, road grader, small vent, 3,657 millimeters or 12 feet minimum, articulated frame, emission compliant, Tier 3 minimum, engine, make and model, rated power 130 HP minimum standard, diesel fed, turbocharged direct injection, transmission and steering hydraulic control, speed 5 forward and 3 reverse minimum standard, tires 13 times 24 dash 10 PR traction class, interchangeable rim and wheel assemblies, moldboard dimension, length times width times thickness was to 12 feet minimum standard, replaceable end width. Cap attachment and accessories, rollover protected structure or ROPS, falling object protection structure FOPS, all-weather steel cab with safety glass dual entry with air-conditioned radio and complete with all its standards, gauges, accessories, and attachments. All features of standard, accessories, attachments not mentioned in the specification which are standard with the unit offered shall be supplied. Supplied with 2 kilogram capacity fire extinguisher mounted inside the cab. The equipment shall be telematics ready. For the tools, 1-piece grease gun with fitting, 1-piece hammer ball pen, 1-piece wrench adjustable 300 millimeters and 150 millimeters, 1-piece plier, mechanical, 2-piece screwdriver, flat, small, and big, 2-piece screwdriver, fillet, small, and big, and other appropriate tools for maintenance which are not included shall be provided. Lot 5, vacuum jet cleaner. Yes, that 5, sir. Yeah. Debris tank capacity 3.5 cubic meters. That 5 is Lot 5 vacuum jet sewer cleaner. Debris tank capacity 3.5 cubic meter or 4.5 cubic yard minimum standards. Positive displacement air vacuum system. Water tank capacity 1,892 liters or 500 gallons minimum standard. Pump capacity 30 GPM per minute minimum standard. Left-hand drive and manual transmission. Completed with all its standard attachments and accessories. Material quality, the truck and the chassis shall be not less than SAE J2340490 XF, JIS G31314 SPF 540 or equivalent with yield strength minimum 355 MPa and tensile strength 540 MPa. Emission compliant Euro 4 minimum standard engine, diesel-fed turbocharged engine, rated power output equals to 210 HP minimum standard. Debris body requirements. Body shall be constructed of corrosion and abrasion resistant steel of minimum thickness of 4.5 millimeters. Cylindrical or oval in shape with full opening rear door with lock fitted with gasket to prevent leakage. Equipped with stainless steel back check valve, liquid level sight indicator to monitor the debris load level. Fitted the opening rear drain valve and lay flat discharge hose, complete with all standard attachments and accessories. Water tank shall be constructed of preferably aluminum or other materials warranted for 10 years against corrosion and corrosion cracking, mounted at or below the frame rail of the truck chassis and dimensions for the best weight distribution and lowest center of gravity. Minimum tank capacity was 500 gallons. Hydraulic fill hose, the diameter is 2.5 inch minimum. Hydraulic fill hose length 2.5 feet minimum. Fitted with liquid level indicators and stainless strainer. Complete with standard attachment and accessories for its operation. Boom and vacuum hose. Full hydraulic extendable boom with 180 degrees gear rotation. Equipped with lift cylinders, minimum of 6 feet telescopic boom and pendant control. Vacuum compressor shall be two-stage centrifugal compressor with 5-year warranty. Operating capacity 0 to 8,000 CFM minimum standard. Power source shall be hydraulic driven or chassis engine. Water system. Water system shall be designed for line cleaning with a jackhammer action to clear obstruction. Water pump, preferably reflex reciprocating type for higher continuous flow of volume and pressure. Pump capacity was 30 GPM. Power source shall be hydrostatic driven or chassis engine. Equipped with pressure relief valve and water flow control valve. Fitted with wash down gun and connection at least 25 feet or 1/2 inch or 12.7 millimeters high pressure hose at 20 GPM. Hose reel. Front mounted hose reel assembly. Hose length was 500 feet minimum. Hose diameter 3/4 inch. All operating controls shall be located on the hose reel, preferably pneumatic foot control pedal with automatic position lock. Equipped with wheel speed control valve for both forward and reverse. Equipped with engine throttle, vacuum pressure gauge, and water pressure gauge. Standard attachments and accessories. 1-piece 6-inch and 3 feet pipe extension with clamp preferably aluminum. One piece 6-inch and 5 feet pipe extension with blanks, preferably aluminum. One piece 6-inch 6 feet pipe extension, preferably aluminum. One piece 6-inch and 6.5 feet touch basin nozzle with blanks, preferably aluminum. One piece 6-inch air gap. One piece sanitary nozzle. One piece penetrator nozzle. Cabin interior tint level was to 70% or medium light. All-weather cab and dual entry with safety glass window. AM or FM radio, sun visor. Seat belt for the drivers and co-drivers. It is air-conditioned system. Side mirror for both left and right. Supplied with 2 kilograms fire extinguisher with holder mounted inside the cab with and also with beacon warning light. The equipment shall be equipped with telematics. Material quality shall not be less than SAE J2340 490XF, JIS G313 SPF 540 or equivalent, with wheel strength 355 MPa and tensile strength of 540 MPa. For the tools, one piece hydraulic jack with handle, standard for the unit 10 tons minimum. One piece tire wrench, one piece adjustable wrench, one set combination wrench, one piece grease gun with fitting, one set of early warning device, LTO standard, and any appropriate tools for maintenance which are not included shall be provided. Lot 6, tape truck with manlift and boom frame. Top overtype 4x2, 6-wheeler truck, left-hand drive, emission compliant Euro 4 or equivalent. Engine make and model, diesel fed, 4 cylinders, inline direct injection type, turbocharged. Rated power output of 130 HP, minimum standard. Suspension, for the front suspension, parabolic lift spring and or multiple lift spring. For the rear suspension, multiple lift spring. Transmission, clutch, brake, and steering system. Speed, 6 forward and 1 reverse, manual, minimum standard. Hydraulic or dry single plate, air over hydraulic, dual circuit service brake or full air brake. Mechanical internal expanding type action on transmission shaft, parking brake or equivalent. It is power steering. Cabin interior tint level 70% or medium light. All-weather cab, dual entry with safety glass window. AM or FM radio, sun visor, side mirror, both left and right. Driver and co-driver's seat belt, air conditioned with beacon warning lights, and supplied with 2 kilograms fire extinguisher with holder mounted inside the cab. The equipment shall be telematics ready. Material quality under chassis shall be not less than SAJ, or for the wheel strength 355 MPa and tensile strength 540 MPa. Wheel and tire is manufacturer standard with spare tire with rim carrier with padlock. General specific of the broom with man basket, dump body capacity 3.0 cubic meter, articulated boom, man or basket lifting capacity 150 kilogram with safety harness. Outreach was to 10 meters minimum, boom length 7 meters minimum, working radius 19.0 maximum, boom rotation 360 degrees continuous, wire rope dimension 10 millimeters minimum, wire rope length 100 meters minimum. Other attachments or accessories, front and rear outrigger shall be each type, single stage horizontally and vertically hydraulic operated with a minimum span of 4.5 meters. Hydraulic motor driven with a minimum capacity of 5 tons. Wire rope length was 12 millimeters times 30 meters, supplied with 4 sets of heavy-duty load binder. For the tools, 1 piece hydraulic jack with handles, standard for the unit 10 tons minimum. 1 piece tire wrench, 1 piece adjustable wrench, 1 set combination wrench, 1 piece grease gun with fitting, 1 set early warning device, LTO standard, and other appropriate tools for maintenance which are not included shall be provided. Lot 7, pure battery electric pickup truck 4x2. For the gross vehicle weight is 2,800 kilograms minimum. Seating capacity was 5. Battery type, lithium-based battery. Battery capacity, 60 kilowatt per hour. Battery voltage, 20-30 volts. Charging socket, CCS or GBT/T. Electric motor type, AC, synchronous motor or equivalent. Rated diving motor power output 60 kilowatts minimum standard. Reliability 30% minimum. Range in single full charge 300 kilometers minimum. Traction battery and motor cooling system. Liquid cooled cooling system. Charging time was to full charge. For AC charging 12 hours maximum. For DC charging 2 hours maximum. Braking system, air or electronic brakes system with ABS. Tire size 215-75 R15 or manufacturer standard. Tools and accessories standard. Tools and accessories for the equipment with toolbox. Manual, one set of operation and maintenance manual, parts and service manual, and repair or shop manual shall be supplied per unit ordered plus extra 3 set. Suspension for the front suspension, independent wishbone or coil spring with stabilizer. For the rear, multi-link with stabilizer bar or lip spring. Lot 8, fast charging station. 1 unit of electric fast charging system with 2 charge plug or connectors. Input voltage is equal plus or minus 15 degrees, 3-phase or 60 hertz. Power output voltage range to 200 to 750 voltage discharge. Current is 200 amperes and or compatible to the requirement of the electric vehicle. Rated power was to 160 kilowatts. Protection system, overcurrent protection, surge protection, and leak detection device. Emergency stop button, user interface and control, number of user terminals to display language English, charging interface, CCS combo, GBT combo, GBT and CCS2. Compatibility, compatible with types of electric vehicle with the same charging protocols. Casing, anti-corrosion, painted steel. Ingress protection, IP54 minimum. Noise level, 65 decibel minimum. Charging cable length 5 meters minimum. Power supply transformer voltage range equals to AC 380 volts plus 15 degrees. Number of phases 3-phase and 3-line. Minimum current capacity AC 250 amperes and or compatible to the required of the charger. Frequency 60 Hz. Minimum rated power output compatible with the charger. Rated power output with additional allowance can be based on the Philippine Electrical Code. Structure or station area. Equipped roof for the charger, concrete foundation and parking curb, steel pipe guard, provisions for the installation of solar photovoltaic system. The shed should be adequately covered and protected charging port during charging from splash of the rain, metal frame with roof that complies with the existing building code. For the installation including civil and electrical works necessary to install all equipment and charging. Tools and accessories, standard tools and accessories for the equipment with toolbox. Eligibility, the supplier must be an electric vehicle charging station EVCS provider accredited by the Department of Energy and shall be provided all the necessary government permits and licenses in performing their obligation. For manual, one set of operation and maintenance manual, parts and services and repair. Shop manuals shall be supplied per unit plus 3 extra sets. Other requirements, such as warranty certificates, safety requirements such extinguishers, tools and accessories for formal training operations, maintenance and safety of the equipment, and EBCS and other applicable certificates such as 3-year annual maintenance plan with corresponding 7-year market availability of supply of critical spare parts and component, and after-sales support certificate jointly by the bidder and the manufacturer. Please note that the paint for heavy equipment is glister orange or equivalent with DPWH logo. One set of operation manual and maintenance parts and service manuals and repair manuals for the troubleshooting shall be supplied per unit ordered plus extra thing set. Warranty, 1-year warranty certificate shall be submitted. Also, for the PPE, 2 sets of PPE shall be supplied for per equipment delivered and shall be conformity with the international safety standards. Consists of hard hat with DPWH logo, eye goggles, safety shoes, gloves, early warning device with blinker, reflectorized vest. These PPEs are for heavy equipment. And for the training, a formal training for operators and technicians of not less than 3 days on the proper operation and maintenance of the equipment shall be conducted. Proposed training plan for the maintenance and operations of the equipment. Proposed 3-year annual maintenance plan with corresponding cost for the equipment shall be submitted. Submission of Yes, sir. Submitting of the following certificates, including their translation to English, must be embassy or consulate certified. If the origin of the equipment for heavy equipment is outside the Philippines, certification relative to the required material quality certified locally by DOST, MIRDC, DPI, UP Mining, UP Department of Metallurgical Material Science Engineering, or any other accredited testing organization shall be submitted. Engine performance test certificate with reference to SAE J1349 engine power test code, spark ignition and compression ignition net power ratings. Certificate of conformity issued by the Department of Environment and Natural Resources with reference to the required submitted. Duly notarized certification issued by the bidder that the offered brand of equipment has been in the Philippines market at least 10 years. Duly notarized certification issued by the bidder that their company has no record of penalties, deductions incurred due to late deliveries or of equipment for at least in the last 3 years. Reckon for the date of submission and opening of bids. Duly notarized certification issued by the bidder in at least for the last 3 years. Reckon from the date of submission and opening of bids. That their company has no record of equipment delivered upon test, found no compliant or totally different to the equipment awarded. The company should be an authorized distributor of the offered brand. The distributor or supplier shall have a service center, preferably within the Philippines. An inclusion of PMS for the service vehicle and trucks. For first 1,000 kilometers, 5,000 kilometers, and 10,000 kilometers. Inclusion of PMS or maintenance activities for heavy equipment for 50 hours, 250 hours, and 500 hours. LTO registration for 3 years, if applicable, for the equipment, and TPL insurance of 1 year in favor of DPWH. Supply and installation of DPWH official logo and for official use stickers, designed to be furnished later by the DPWH Region 10. FOB to Cagayan de Oro and delivery period of 150 calendar days.
Do you have an ABC or it's not?
Which one, sir?
For each lot.
ABC lot, sir.
For each per lot.
Ay, yes, sir. One, two.
ABC for each lot. Total mo na siya.
Oh, lot.
Total kita mo. Sige. Questions from the prospective bidders? Diba? Yes, yes, sir. Okay. I just wanted to be shown here, but my questions later it's not presented because you can bid on all lots or specific lots.
Yes, sir. If you per lot.
Sige na, asahan lang.
For A. For
So, as posted by lot, so I just want to repeat it here. Lot 1, ABC of 1,570,000. Lot 2, 9,520,000. Lot 3, 7,150,000. Lot 4, 12,800,000. Lot 5, 32 million. Lot 6, 8,500,000. Lot 7, 3,600,000. And lot 8, 4,900,000. So if there are no more questions, the dropping of bids will be on July 23, 2025, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. And the opening of bids will follow thereafter at 10 a.m. Also in July 23, 2025 at the bidding room of DPWH Regional Office 10 at Bulwa, Cagayan de Oro City. The prospective bidders are reminded to update their future certificate of registration along with the other documents in order to be eligible. For more questions or clarifications, you may visit the procurement office of DPWH Regional Office 10. Yes, sir.
Lot 5. We got specify it's 6 figures or 10 figures. Your
Lot 5.
topics your in which you are needed.
Wala mga kapan.
Wala.
Wala kapan.
Wala. Wala, sir.
Yes, sir.
With the time of in one of the
6-1.
Wala po naka-state, sir, ang 6-wheeler or 10-wheeler with the that's
Ah,
fine.
yes. Okay. We will verify that one. Combine changes will post to the people.
Then, application sa lot 7. Pure battery liquid 4x2. So for each of the market. Look what they 100% pick up. Not at least if you go for Tesla and Hummer. And they are not 10 years in the market. Electrics are 10 years in the market.
Murag nato diya sa certification ba to requirement na at least 10 years existing yung Philippine market. Di sa kwanto siya sa electric.
Na-appears na one maybe 10 years lang. Wala, sir.
Wala.
Sa LBO po, sir. Ay, sir. Yes, sir. Heavy guys. Wala man nakastate sa kuhan ko sa BOE na speak sa na check 10 years.
Okay, so only for heavy equipment.
Yes, sir. Ayos na equipment, sir. Sa this vehicle.
Other
Wala ko di hybrid wala. Your electric siya, plug-in hybrid. Ako yun. Tatay mo po ang exhibition na karoon na yun sa pagkakala sa pagkakala. Wala sa
hybrid. Yes. Ang kaya pangutana, pwede ba hybrid instead of pure electric? Pero I think the requirement is pure electric yun, di ba?
Hybrid, that's hybrid. Your electric
Certification. Sa unsa nga last part daw, first part. About certification, first part. Last part naman na dito na sa sinugdanan daw.
Hindi siya na standard. So. If kuhaan siya, sir, ang unit is originated outside the Philippines. Outside Philippines, sir, if ang unit, sir, gikan outside the Philippines, need siya ang certification, sir. Standard yung sila, sir. Yes, so sa BOE.
Yes, sir.
I think they are using materials that they actually kung important ang equipment na ano ng imports. So unless if the end user will require all of those things for unless there is the need. Pero daan nila sa or any other president. So saan mo ba pwede mo pwede din mo siya. So we will be submitting to the kind of certificate for one only. One of those say or hindi man or give me around. So I think we will need to put that.
Certified locally by DOST, MFDC, DDI, UP Mining, UP Department of Environment, or any other accredited testing organizations shall be submitted. Yes. Pwede. Hindi na naman na yun. Example sa inyong hibawan na accredited testing.
Ang certification is part of the material of the equipment. On the second paragraph, agent professionalism. Either on the chassis or on the arm or certified. And normally that would be with the DPI or Actually, kung a department sa metallurgical material, tatlong test sa quality sa material.
Sa material.
That would be through UP mining because that is a mining department. So it's on the metallurgical requirement, which is sa metal. So either of that kind will succeeding place or any other. So we could show that we would be we have passed certain government or private accredited testing organization. We would request the end user or you guys to consider that way. Pwede man yung valid sa akong itanong or any.
Any comments, attorney?
Station na ma-obtain from the respective officer. One certification now or I think I talked to them to the part
Okay, so may bitbolitin sir, amo sa estadihan kung sa
So we're doing about the great digital
sa metal. Oo.
The same document specifications that there's a certificate, no time to break, whether it was given to you 10 years or 2 years ago. For as long as you want to.
For the equipment. Kaya gusto ba sa yung equipment ko, ano mo pyesa, yung testing. Di ba?
So normally on the production side,
Wala.
that's very important, like what we did. So normally, if that would suffice with the end user, that there's a certification, dili mo binuhat na ako recto, whatever, so it would actually be to saving cost like even for one requirement. So that was the reason why
Oh.
we have enough.
This is from UP.
Certain meetings.
So whatever the changes, so just take note sa ilang mga kasi nag-take note sa ilang to.
Relative to the completion or the inquiry or the so would that mean schedule for each of us we have to comply with our orders. We have more situations where in time or we require to be and kami po kung may local or dito sa manufacturer base lang po whether there's time element consideration. So consideration
Well, that would also depend on kung saan may kadali makakuha information from you. Yes. Kung madugay, so not really.
There's a specific time that
Yes. Any other concerns, questions?
bali po sa 5 so the specification. Mostly specification niya, pwede ba dito? Specification, pwede ba natin siya iputang sa report? Favors and user, the
As mentioned earlier, this is specifications given by okay, so we cannot change the specs from the building.
yung buong page, masyadong post sa ibabaw.
Actually, kung real marunong na pasagot, marunong sa paglahan, at real lang yan. So, not necessarily it would be for a good. Ano, manual yung pagwasa yung pagbiyak. Manual.
So, ang mga siguro ating ilang libo is the back cost. Ako mismo, we're supplying to the so, namin dito, 20 trucks. Oh, yes, yes.
So pwede siya o yung especially
actually, ang scenario katong post sa rate. Grabe ka mga bato ko. Ay, yung na sa manual dyan. So, stop na dahil sa tanke. Ang tendency yan, it could be flash out. So, ano na yung dito dahil kung may tanke na lang, was. So, ang spring niya, kayo sa mga na really ako yung pwede ko sa tanke. Depende po, depende sa view.
take na okay.
So, ikaw muna, nagamit sa mostly, kapit ko rin. Ako, yung tayo, then, sa section book, ay big book, kasi ako yung naman,
Parang i-identify sa
for
ang lahat naman na PTLD sa Davao, namin book, namin wala din.
siguro yung next month, parihan ka. Isa pa.
Example siya,
Oh,
Per item.
di, ang big dogs, ito isara, di ba? Ang iyang bid mo,
For 80 million na. Wala. So, balik mo kailangan. Pwede mo pero yung kailangan kaya bumalik mo. Alam mo yung one lang ay kung pag-usap tayo, ano na lang yung i-edit naman yung po. Dahil yung
yes sir.
Text, nandiyo lang required sa ano. Mobile, instrument naman. Hindi, no, may equipment sa wala
Yung pala na yung monthly.
Yeah.
TV.
Yun na?
Father, I agree. So I don't think I agree.
Kato, pangyapon ko sila, biluin na po. 5% of the
Parts pwede yung pa lang din. Di ba? TV monthly.
So you're illegal.
Okay, another pa, wala pa. Mentras na patanin eh. Okay, Rana, so if there are no more questions, any motion to adjourn this meeting? As moved and seconded, this pre-bid conference is